Michael Butt, co-chair of the Geneva Association's Extreme Events and Climate Risk Working Group and chairman of Access Capital. Thank you for joining us today. I just wanted to get your thoughts really on the discussions that we had today, what we've heard from Vice President Al Gore, but also the discussions you heard in the room about the insurance role in climate risks.
Thank you. I think I was extremely pleased that we have, reinvigorated the issues around extreme risks and climate change, and I think that as a result of the very interesting points raised by, for instance, Japan, Australia and the Munich Re on a global basis, have raised the level of interest as to what we as an industry can do to help on this issue. And I think the members here have left with a feeling that there is a lot more that we can do, and that it will be a constructive contribution to the continuing debate, which is particularly taking place next year with so many extreme risk climate meetings taking place. As you know, I feel very strongly that our industry has a very positive role to play in taking this issue forward, and I'm happy that we will play a greater role in doing that.
Tell us a bit about what the insurance industry can do, Michael.
Many of these issues related to extreme risks can become political. And if issues become political, they tend to become short-term because the political process is relatively short-term. Our view as the industry is a long-term one, and we have accurate information over pricing of risk. So we can put out messages as to what the real risk of doing something is. For instance, rebuilding in a floodplain, building on an earthquake fault. All these things we have real experience of, and we can offer lessons in mitigation, how to mitigate risk, how to build better, or in adaptation. Don't rebuild in floodplains. I mean, all the obvious things, but we have experience if people want to listen, which they should, because we can then make the whole economic process a lot better. If I may just add to that point, we now have statistics to show that it is infinitely cheaper to take preventive measures than it is to post-event fund for governments and for the industry. So we need to persuade more people of that and to get more pre-funding rather than post-funding of losses.